Government data from Housing and Urban Development shows nearly 583,000 people experienced homelessness last year. It's a slight increase from the year before. I'm back with the fact-check team now. Janae, how does this migrant influx impact the homelessness crisis?
Well, Eugene, right here in Washington, D.C., homeless numbers are also increasing. Mayor Muriel Bowser says it's partly because of the thousands of migrants coming to the city seeking asylum. Now, their latest numbers show an 11.6% increase in homelessness compared to last year. Now, the numbers are lower than before the pandemic, but many of the homeless living in tents, forcing law enforcement to clear homeless encampments around the city. Now, according to the Washington Post, the city's new Office of Migrant Services has spent more than $15.1 million on hotel lodging, food, and other services. The expenses are projected to climb to $52.5 million by October.
And what's been the impact specifically on homeless shelters, Courtney?
Eugene, homeless shelters in places like New York and Texas are overwhelmed and running out of resources. Last month, hundreds of migrants set up camp in front of homeless shelters in El Paso, and those shelters ran out of room and kitchen supplies. In response to the influx, the city extended its disaster declaration.
Many of these cities calling on the federal government to step in and help. Are they getting this help that they're asking for?
So the Homeland Security Secretary pointed out earlier this month that the $800 million in the Emergency Food and Shelter Program goes to cities experiencing a large influx of migrants. The government also says they're working to mobilize nonprofit and faith-based organizations to provide temporary shelter, food, and humanitarian assistance for asylum seekers. But as we've seen, some would say this isn't enough. For example, El Paso has $26.5 million in funding they can use on processed migrants, but the mayor says all of the money in the world won't take care of the immigration problem.
For more on this fact-check team topic, including links to the fact-check team sources, do you want to scan the QR code you see there on your screen or visit us online at thenationaldesk.com.